Hey, Sarah. Can we talk for a minute?
Of course, Helen. What's up?
Oh, I just want to talk about the mess that you made and I had to clean up today. It's been 5 months already, since the day you moved in. I've been cleaning up your mess almost every day. But it's been bothering me a lot lately.
What do you mean it's bothering you? Yes, I'm not a very organized person. Big deal. Look. I'm really busy with my boyfriend and other stuff. Why can't just keep doing that? Besides, you're the one who agreed to help me from the beginning. Why are you making a fuss about it now? How petty.
Well, I never agreed on anything like that in the first place. I just cleaned up because I couldn't relax on the huge mess of yours every day.
Stop blaming on me like that. Huge mess? How could you fabricate such a ridiculous thing?
I didn't fabricate anything. You know that. You should clean up your own mess. Or if someone helps you even just a few times, you should be grateful to that person, instead of taking their help for granted and shouting at them for not helping you like this. I'm not your servant.
Fine. I just need to clean up on my own from now on, right? But help me one last time. I really don't have time to clean up right now. I'm too busy.
Busy for what? All you do is to put on makeup and choose nice clothes to go out and date men.
Ugh. It's none of your business, okay? Just clean up for me this time, okay? I'll do it next time.
You always say that, but you never actually do anything. It's your duty, but I have to do it all the time. It's unfair, Sarah. And it's not cool at all. It's getting really frustrating for me.
I don't care whether it's cool or not. Are you gonna help me this time or not?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you this time. You have to clean up after yourself at least. We share the same room and I need a clean and organized environment to feel comfortable. I'm not even asking you to clean the kitchen and the bathroom yet. You also mess it up all the time.
Fine. I can't believe my roommate could be so fastidious, grumpy and cranky, just like an old lady. No wonder you don't have any boyfriend. No man can't stand you.
Whether I have boyfriend or husband, it's none of your business. Just remember to clean up your own mess. You're not a kid anymore.
A week later.
Sarah, are you free now? Can I talk to you for a moment?
What's up this time, old lady?
I need to talk to you about this. I'm not satisfied with you bringing guys over to our room without asking me first over and over again.
So? What's the big deal? I'm just having fun and they don't stay for that long.
No, it's really a big deal. This is not your house only. It's also my house, my private space. Bringing someone over without asking me is wrong. It makes me feel uncomfortable at my own private space.
It was bothering you that much?
Well, it is. I work hard all day and I need a place to relax and unwind. Besides, it's not fair that I have to leave my house and wander around when you want to bring someone over.
Hey, don't say like I forced you to do anything. I never asked to leave the house. You chose to do it by yourself.
Yes, because I felt uncomfortable with strangers in my house. And you and the man didn't just sit quietly in the room. You two kissed, cuddled, and did all the things together. How could I stay there and witness it? Of course I had to get out to avoid you too.
Why didn't you bring someone else then? It would be fair enough.
No, I don't want to. Besides, it was considered as a very impolite manner.
Come on. I just don't want to be restricted in my own home and then have to give up my freedom.
I'm not trying to restrict you. But I think we need to have boundaries and respect each other's space. You need to think of other people when you share the same place with them. You understand what I mean now?
I'm not stupid. You mean I'm not allowed to bring anyone home, right?
I didn't mean that. You can bring your friends home. Just tell me first and ask if I feel comfortable about it that day. I'll do the same. Both of us should be living comfortably and freely and be considerate of the other. 'Cause we're roommates and we need to make our living situation work for both of us.
Fine.
A week later.
Hey Helen, are you home?
Not yet. I'm still at work. What's up, Clara?
What's going on between you and Sarah?
Why do you ask?
She's been posting some pretty awful things about you on her Facebook page. You didn't see that?
Wait, what? I had no idea. What kind of things?
She's been saying some really nasty things about you being a terrible roommate and never cleaning up after yourself. It's pretty hurtful stuff. She also cursed at you in these posts. There are a lot of hated and malicious comments towards you from her audience.
What? Really? How long has she been posting those things? I just checked her page and I didn't see any post about me.
Oh my God. I think she might have limited the audience for those posts so that you don't see them. She's been posting those nasty things for nearly a week. I'll send you some screenshots of those posts. So what's going on? I can't believe that you can be so terrible. There must be some misunderstanding, right?
Yeah, definitely. She was the one who did all of those nasty things. And now she's bad-mouthing me wrongly on the internet, and it's also behind my back?
She really did that? For real?
Yes. It's hard to believe it, isn't it? As you may have noticed before, since I lived here long before she moved in 5 months ago, I'm a very clean and organized person. Since she moved in, I had to clean up her mess every day. She never did any housework or cleaned the house. And she went to the bar every night and came home very late, around 2 to 3 a.m. I had to wake up at night to open the door for her, since she also always lost the key somewhere. Worst of all, she brought different men to our house without telling me all the time. Not only that, they kissed, cuddled right in front of me. I had to leave and wander around to avoid them while it's my house, you know?
What the hell? Are you telling the truth?
Absolutely. I couldn't take it anymore, so I told her frankly that I wasn't satisfied with her behaviors and attitude while sharing the same house with another person. And this is how she answered me? How painful. Come to think of it, she's been acting weird lately.
What do you mean?
I've been really busy with work this week, so I didn't have time and energy to clean up Sarah's mess as usual. I didn't even have time to talk to her. I guess she got mad at me, but I didn't pay attention because I've been too busy and tired every day. Wow. I'm still in shock right now. Look at my arms. I've got goosebumps. I honestly have no idea about what I should do next, Clara. I can't pretend like I knew nothing about this.
Oh no, of course you can't. I think you should talk to her directly and ask her what she really wants.
Yeah, I think so too. I'll try to talk to her and see what's going on. But honestly, I don't think it's fair for her to post bad things about me on social media behind my back like this. I'm so upset and shocked right now.
Yeah, it's definitely not cool. I'm sorry for making you feel that way, but I just wanted to give you a heads up.
No. Don't be sorry. Thank you for telling me. I really appreciate it.
Tell me if you need me help you with anything, okay? I'm right next door.
I will. Thank you, Clara.
30 minutes later.
Sarah, we need to talk. I saw your posts on Facebook. And I'm really hurt by what you said about me behind my back like that.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
Hey, don't play dumb with me. You posted a bunch of lies about me, saying that I'm messy and dirty all the time, that I steal your stuff, and that I even try to seduce your boyfriend. None of that is true. What the hell were you thinking, Sarah?
Who told you that? I didn't say anything. You're saying that yourself.
Stop pretending. We have mutual friends on Facebook. Don't you really think I'm never gonna see those posts?
Oh, right. It's Clara, isn't it? Seems like I'll have to block her as well next time.
It's not important who told me about that. Why did you do that?
Well, I just said the truth. You never clean up after yourself and you're always making a mess in our room. And I've caught you trying to flirt with my boyfriend before.
That's ridiculous. I've never tried to flirt with your boyfriend. I don't even remember how he looks like. And I clean up after myself all the time. I'm just not your personal maid, Sarah.
Oh. You're just saying that to cover up for yourself. I'm tired of having to clean up after you all the time. You're a terrible roommate. I'm so sick of your dual personality. It's disgusting.
I should be the one who said that, Sarah. I'm so sick of your personality. You're just upset because I called you out on your behavior, aren't you? You can't treat me like your personal servant and then get mad when I don't do everything for you anymore.
I don't care what you think. You need to leave our room. I don't want to see your face anymore after what you've done to me.
Neither do I. But you're the one that has to leave. This apartment belongs to me.
Is that what you think? You just rent it. It doesn't belong to you.
Yes, but I'm the one who signed the lease 3 years ago, not you. So the lease is in my name.
But it will expire soon, right?
So what? I just need to renew it.
Well, I guess you can't, Helen.
What do you mean I can't?
Because I already told the landlady about everything you did to me.
What? But they're all lies. You think she's gonna believe them? She's a businesswoman, Sarah. She's wiser than you think she is.
Whatever. Just leave me alone.
Fine, I will. I just want to remind you one last time that what you're doing is not okay. It's not nice at all to just spread lies and talk behind someone's back just because they don't do what you want. Grow up, Sarah.
An hour later.
Good morning, ma'am. Can I talk to you for a few minutes?
What's the matter?
I'm Helen from apartment 1004. I heard that you've been receiving some complaints about me from my roommate Sarah.
Oh, yes. Sarah has made some serious accusations against you. I'm so upset about you, Helen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Could you tell me what exactly she's accused me of?
Well, she said that you're very messy and lazy, and she has to clean up your mess all the time. You often go out to bars and try to seduce married men, and even seduce her boyfriend. You bullied her by slapping her every day and insulting her in public. Did you really do all of this, Helen? I can't believe you're that bad.
That's completely untrue, ma'am. I'm not a messy person and I don't go out to bars to seduce anyone. And as for the bullying accusations, I've never laid a hand on Sarah or insulted her in front of anyone. She's the one who insulted me wrongly behind my back. And I always have to clean up her mess every day. When I told her I'm too busy and tired to help her anymore, she started to behave differently. But I never expected her to talk behind my back and lie to everyone that I treated her badly. This is so unfair, ma'am.
Are you telling me that she was totally lying to me?
Absolutely, ma'am.
But Sarah seems very convinced that these things happened. As the landlord, I have to take her accusations seriously.
I understand, ma'am. But I would like to ask if you could please check the security footage or talk to any other witnesses, such as Clara, Peter, or Anna. They can corroborate my story. I'm confident that if you do, you'll see that Sarah's accusations are baseless. I can also give you the screenshots of the conversations between me and Sarah since she moved in.
All right, Helen. I'll look into it and get back to you when I'm done.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I know you are busy, but you still spend time to hear me out. I really appreciate that.
No need to thank me. That's also part of my duties as a landlord.
A few days later.
Did the landlady say anything to you?
What are you trying to say?
You'll have to get out of the apartment within 3 days.
I don't understand what the old lady was thinking. What did you say to her that she treated me so badly? Ugh. I know she favors you too much. This is so unfair. I can't accept it.
I just told her the truth, with reliable proof to back up my point.
What proof?
What? You think everything you did has left no trace behind? The evidence can be easily found in our text messages, and easily checked with security camera and our neighbors, you know.
I can't believe it. You played tricks on me.
No, Sarah. You did all of this to yourself. Now you have 3 days to pack up your stuff and leave, okay?
Please, don't kick me out. I have nowhere to go.
I don't care, Sarah. It's too late now. And you haven't even deleted your fabricated posts or apologized to me. I've never experienced anything as horrible as this before.
Well, I'm sorry, okay? Can we go back to the way we were before?
I said no, Sarah. I can't live with you anymore. And you know what? Actually, I can't stand your face for another minute. So I'll stay with Clara until you finished moving out of my house.
3 months later.
Hey, Helen. How have you been lately?
What do you want, Sarah?
Have you forgiven me? Have you found another roommate yet?
Cut to the chase, Sarah.
Well, I've been thinking, and I really miss the old days when we used to live together. I know things got messy between us, but I think we can make it work if we just try again.
No, Sarah. You treated me really poorly, badmouthed me behind my back, and shamelessly falsely accused me. Things aren't the same between us anymore, and never will be again. You even haven't deleted any of your ridiculous posts about me on your Facebook page, or corrected them yet. And you've never apologized to me publicly after humiliating me like that. Am I a joke to you? I'm not a doormat, Sarah. Because that's not a sincere apology, so I can't accept it. I know what you're trying to do. You just said sorry because you didn't have anywhere to live now, right?
I'm gonna to make it up for you this time.
No means no, Sarah. Well, I can afford to live alone in my own apartment now, so I don't need to share it with anyone anymore. Actually, I were able to do that before, but I let you live with me because I liked you, and I thought we could be friends. But after what you did and left, I realized how comfortable I am when living alone.
I can't believe this. How can you be so lucky while I'm so miserable?
I'm not lucky, Sarah. I deserve what I have now. I've been working so hard to become an independent woman as I am today.
I'm also working hard. Why haven't I have anything yet?
Oh, please. I know you're not working, Sarah. I've known it for a while.
No, what?
That you're just living off rich boyfriends. Those boyfriends you brought home aren't just your boyfriends, right? I know you've been having affairs with several men at the same time and living off their money.
No. It's not true.
Don't worry. I haven't told anyone yet. When we were living together, I didn't ask you anything about this because it was none of my business. I didn't tell anyone, even when you humiliated me on social media or wrongly accused me to the landlady. Because I'm not a coward who likes to stab people in the back like you.
What did you just call me? A coward? How dare you?
Be careful, Sarah. Now it's still not my business. But remember this. If you dare to hurt me again, you'll have to suffer serious consequences. And I'm not kidding.
The end.
Hey, Carrie. It's been a long time since we talked. How do you do? I think the last time we spoke was at our high school reunion last year, right?
Oh, hello, Aaron. Yes, it's been a long time. What do you need?
You speak to me coldly. I know we haven't spoken in a while, but we were very close.
Why should that make a difference?
What do you mean? Of course it makes a difference. You were my best friend in high school.
Could you be more aware of yourself?
I don't know what are you talking about.
I'm talking about what happened at a high school reunion. I'm talking about you leaving and having an affair with one of our old classmates. He just got married a couple of weeks ago. They divorced because they couldn't control themselves.
Well, that. I didn't know you knew about that.
Of course, I know. Everyone at the reunion was talking about it. We're from a small town and we all know each other. Everyone knew what was going on within an hour.
I didn't realize that I was so popular.
Just to be someone else's family wrecker. I'm not sure that's anything to be proud of.
But at least everybody is talking about me. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. Me and him broke up a long time ago, so there is nothing more to talk about on that topic. Now I've started to meet other people and my life is better than before.
Oh. I understand. So why are you contacting me? We hardly talk at the reunion. I don't think there's anything to talk about between us. To be honest, I didn't expect to talk to you.
Well, I live in Chicago right now.
Chicago?
And I have just found out that your husband is one of the clients of the company I work for.
Oh, I understand.
We didn't have a chance to talk for long, but he told me he would be away from home for 6 months for work.
Yes. I think he'll be there until around September.
He said that he got the assignment because his manager liked him.
It's a way to deal with what happened.
Why didn't you go with him? I can't imagine being away from someone I love for so long. You still don't have kids, right?
No, we don't have kids, but things won't go well. It would be a major blow to my career if I had to be absent for so long.
You can quit your job. Then you could have gone to Chicago with him.
It's not as simple as that. Many factors led to my decision to stay here. Firstly, we just started a big project at my work a week ago. I'm on the lead on this particular project, so it would be a big hurdle to give it up. And even if I could delegate control to someone else, I don't want to leave my coworker behind while I'm doing something important.
Oh, really? I don't think your career is important to you. But I guess the decision has already been made, so it doesn't matter now.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I've got to go. A client is calling me. I'll text you later, all right?
No problem. Talk to you later. Hey, Carrie. How are you?
I'm fine. For what?
Another cold reception. Do you always greet everyone like that?
Why am I excited to receive a text from someone like you?
How about a person like me? What did I do?
I know you, Aaron. You always have an ulterior motive when you come into contact with anyone. What do you want?
So sad. That is a really harsh thing to accuse someone of. Can't I just want to have a chat with a friend?
Okay. What would you like to chat about?
Well, there's something going on that I need to tell you about. Eric lived with me while he was on business in Chicago.
Eric? My husband?
Yes. We've lived together for the past few months.
I don't know what to say.
I know, I'm sure it's pretty surprising. Perhaps you are quite confused. I understand that. Your husband was sent to work away from home and then someone you used to be quite close to took him away from you. I'm sure there's a lot to take in. But really, it's your fault for making him live alone in an unfamiliar place for so long. Of all the people, I'm the one who knows how that feels. It was not a good feeling. I had to move to Chicago for things that weren't my fault and had to learn how to manage on my own in a new city. I understand the loneliness he feels, and that brought us together.
Don't try to make what you're doing okay by being poetic.
Sorry, I'm only like that when I'm in love.
An affair with a married man is nothing to brag about. Especially when the person you are talking to is the man's wife.
I think you're correct. However, I'm not trying to brag. I just feel like you should know it. He was far away from home and felt lonely, so I went to him. You should be glad he doesn't suffer.
Is that so? You are proud of your hand in another couple's marriage. At this point, I'm starting to think that having an affair with married men is just your preference.
You're just jealous that we're madly in love with each other. We have each other and nothing can stand in our way. I'm a bit sorry to have taken him from you. But with Eric's love, I knew I would get over it soon.
Aaron, Eric didn't tell you? We've been divorced for a few months now.
What?
A lot of things happened before he left. We tried for years to build a happy family, but there were too many bad feelings between us. The time had come to let go, and we both moved on. Besides, given the way he was assigned the quest in the first place, I really don't think it will be the last. Above all, just like I said when we spoke a few months ago, my career is important for me. And our relationship has deteriorated to the point where there's no way I'm going to give it up to pursue him.
Oh. He has never said anything about it.
Remember when we talked about 6 months ago? The divorce was finalized approximately 2 weeks later.
So when Eric and I started talking, you were divorced?
Exactly. And because we didn't have kids and I planned it in advance, the divorce didn't make much of a difference. It was all said and done pretty quickly. It doesn't really matter at this point, but one thing I'm curious about. When did you and Eric start seeing each other?
About 4 months ago.
When did you start living together?
Nearly 2 months ago.
And the two of you have never talked about his marriage or anything?
I have never asked. But wait a minute. There's something not right. Sometimes he gets phone calls and texts from someone he claims to be his wife. And one day he asked me to stay out of our apartment until evening because he said his wife would come. If that's not you, who is he talking about? Did you visit him when he was in Chicago?
No, not even once. All divorce paperwork was handled through our attorney. There was no reason for me to meet him in person.
Then why did he tell me that his wife would come visit? Who is he talking about?
Perhaps he remarried?
With whom?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably the woman he met when we got divorced.
What? Did he meet someone when you got a divorce?
I told you that our relationship is in turmoil. It was another reason we broke up. Eric isn't really good at being faithful. He had more than one relationship when we were together. Looks like it didn't take him long to remarry and find a way to cheat on his new wife.
Wait. Do you know the person he dated when he divorced you?
Of course I know. I wanted to have some advantage if someone decided to make it difficult for the divorce proceedings, so I paid to do a full investigation. Part of that investigation was to find out the background of the woman he was dating.
Tell me who that is.
Now that I think about it, chances are you know her too.
Who is that?
Her name is Julia. She was the daughter of his own manager before he left for 6 months on the job. You said Eric is a customer of your company, right? You might have met her at a number of locations. I'm not sure if she's a full-time employee at the company Eric works for, but I've heard that she's also involved in business affairs from time to time.
What does she look like?
I don't really remember. But she is only 18 years old and only occasionally works at the company, so her father will support her.
18?
Some time has passed since the inquest, so she may be 19 years old.
How are they related? She is still very young.
I believe that she visited the office when she was still in high school. That's how they initially met. When I questioned Eric about the affair, he said that he fell in love with her from the moment he first saw her. Her father was very angry when he heard about it. That's why he sent Eric on a long business trip, so that they had to be apart. It seems that plan did not work out as he expected. For a while, I was really bitter about him getting involved with someone who was so young. But in retrospect, he was never good at being faithful. The age of the woman did not change that.
This is not reasonable. I thought he loves me.
I think her family money has a lot to do with his motives as well. Despite Julia's father's initial anger, Eric seems to be very wealthy. Some mutual friends told me that he always splurged on money as if it never ran out. So I'm pretty sure he's getting quite a bit of money from Julia.
How can he do that? She is 10 years younger than him. It's disgusting.
I agree. It makes me shiver when I think about that relationship. But that's not my business right now.
But if all this is true, why don't they live together? Why is he living with me?
Looks like they're building a new house. Perhaps they are waiting for construction to be finished and then move in together. A friend of mine who works at the company told me that she is pregnant. So I'm sure they have plans to move in together anytime.
Is she also pregnant?
I heard she will be coming next month.
But what does all of this mean to me? Is he just using me as a place to stay until he's ready to move in with her? Does she know about this?
I find it funny that you must be so sad. Didn't you text me from the beginning to brag about stealing my husband? So you could say that the pain you're feeling right now is exactly what you hope I'm going to feel.
This is different. I don't care about you.
Oh. At least you're being honest, I guess.
You always get the best grades in high school and your teachers and boys love you more than anyone else. You think you are a lot better than everyone else. I always hate you so much.
Aaron, it's been more than 10 years since we graduated high school. Anything that happened in high school is long gone now. Let it be over.
I can't let it finish. You have everything and no one wants me. It just isn't fair. I love him very much. I thought it was my destiny to go to the city, and then you came here to do business. It's like the universe is saying that we should be together. I thought I had a once-in-a-lifetime chance to be happy and avenge you all at once.
Well, it looks like another woman will get that happiness eventually. I wish her the best of luck in trying to keep him faithful.
What should I do? I don't understand how can he do this to me. I don't know what to do.
I do not know what to say to you. Talking to me about it is not going to help. Eric and I have nothing to do with each other anymore.
She was his former wife.
Yeah, and we got divorced. If I put myself in the middle of his life now, I'd only cause chaos for everyone. I won't get involved in this.
Well, what if you only talk to him as a friend of mine?
But we are not friends.
Not friends?
Look, Aaron, it doesn't matter how it is asked. Nothing I can do for you.
Please help me.
I can't. Anyway, I must go. I have a date tonight and I need to get ready.
A date? Are you meeting someone already?
I've been single for several months now. No wonder I'm dating. Goodbye, Aaron.
Carrie! Please help me. Just give me some tips. I wasn't feeling well for the past few days, so I took a pregnancy test. The test result is positive. I don't intend to get pregnant. Eric has left me to live with Julia. My heart hurts so much and I don't know what to do. Julia came to my office yesterday and told my manager about me having an affair with a client. Eric's company is canceling the contract with us. Rumor has it the company is blaming me for the loss of my contract and I could be fired any day. All of that on top of being pregnant. I don't really know what to do, Carrie. I always wonder to myself, why can't I be as intelligent as you? I had to move here because my family found out about my relationship with our former classmate. People who have a family. They cut me off and told me that they didn't want to see me again. So I moved here to start a new life, but look at me now. I thought that Eric would marry me and we would have a baby and build a life together. I told him I was pregnant and he just brushed me off. He said there was no way he would ever divorce again and start rebuilding his life. I don't know what I will do. I would have to raise this child as a single mother and now I could be unemployed. What should I do? Carrie, are you there? Please, Carrie. You are smarter than me and I know you will know what to do. Please give me some advice. Don't leave me all alone like this. Carrie, are you there? If you were a true friend, would you help me now? Carrie!
After that, Erin's desperation in her last messages made me wonder if Eric was paying child support for her or if he was going to try to ignore her and the kid altogether. However, that is not important. A DNA test ultimately proved that the baby wasn't even his. Aaron still insists the child is Eric's, but the DNA test results don't lie. When that doesn't work, she finally admits that she had a one-night stand with another man. Aaron contacted the man she was staying with that night, and he agreed to pay her a lump sum instead of child support and then disappear from her life. Aaron runs away from town and returns to her parents' home while pregnant, but that doesn't last long. After the child was born, she immediately put him up for adoption. Her family immediately rejected her when she did. For Eric, things also don't quite end up being ideal for him. Rumors about his relationship with the manager's daughter began to circulate throughout the company. Some even said that he lured her to marry for money. No one will trust him anymore and his work efficiency will drop drastically. Last I heard, the company actually nearly declared bankruptcy because of the trouble he started with his relationship with Julia. Hey Selena, can we talk for a moment?
Hello, Martha. Sure, what's on your mind? Well, I've noticed that you've been acting distant lately, and I couldn't help but sense some tension between us. Is everything all right?
Actually, there is something bothering me. I've been thinking about our living situation, and I was wondering when you plan to move out.
What? What are you talking about? Move out? Why would you ask me that?
Look, Selena, I don't mean to sound harsh, but I feel that having your financially struggling family associated with me affects my reputation. It's important for me to maintain a certain social status. I've been emphasizing to you for a while the fact that I don't want to stay in an apartment building alongside your family, because your parents are so poor. I'm actually going to have to share an apartment with your poor family. Do you understand my meaning?
I can't believe you would say something like that, Martha. My family's financial situation doesn't define who I am as a person, and it certainly shouldn't affect our friendship or your reputation. I've asked you not to say anything like that. It's self-centered, and you are not the owner of the property. How dare you speak so absurdly? I've asked you not to say anything like that. It's self-centered, and you are not the owner of the property.
I'm sorry if it came across as insensitive, but I can't ignore the judgment and assumptions that people might make about me because of our living arrangement. Why are you being so tough about this? How many times do I have to tell you that I want you and all of your family to leave? Do you not know how much annoy you cause us? How much? How much money do you need to move? I will help you as long as you get out of here.
Even though my family seems to be impoverished like you imagine about my family, I don't believe I'm giving you any problems. I don't think we are causing anyone anything to worry about, and I think what you're saying to us is quite rude. I'm not sure why you keep calling my family unpleasant.
Oh no, please calm down, Selena. Oh, you're getting frustrated now. How terrifying! All I was doing was offering you the real story. It sounds like you live on the streets, or something like kind of slums. It must be awful to be impoverished like you. I apologize if I upset you. I thought I was doing you something nice by expressing to you my honest viewpoint.
How dare you insult my family like that? It's too much, Martha. Everything you mentioned about us was very cruel. Let me make this clear, Martha. I am not moving out of this apartment just because you dare to offend my family. Their social status does not define who I am as a person, and it certainly doesn't determine my worth. If you keep trying to lack of respect us in this way, I will never forgive you.
Are you confident you want to write with me through that tone? Oh, please. I'm just being honest here. It's affecting my reputation, and I think it's time for you to find another place to live.
Why do you assume such?
When compared to me and my family, you and your family have a far lower social standing. Oh, isn't it obvious? Well, maybe you should start considering it. I can't have my image tarnished by association with someone like you.
What?
Which floor do you are living on?
This apartment building's second story is the place where we currently live.
Do you know what floor we stay on?
You've confirmed to me on several occasions that you and your lover live on the top level. I've noticed that you keep bringing up your lover and your plans to move into an upscale penthouse. It seems like you're constantly reminding me that I don't belong here.
Yes, of course. Well, it's just the reality, Selena. I have a luxurious future ahead of me, and I can't have someone like you dragging me down. You should not be speaking to me with attitude.
I wasn't speaking to you in an aggressive tone.
You only live on the second level, which is a poor place to reside in. The lower floors have been designated for the poor and the least fortunate members of society like you.
What do you think is on your mind?
Oh, Selena, do you even know where you're going to live? LOL, maybe you should find some slum that suits you better. Stop trying to follow in my footsteps, it's so cheap.
That is really cruel, Martha.
You should check your tone. This is not the tone of a lowly person like you talking to me. There's no reason why you can continue speaking to me in such a pompous voice when you only live on the second level, which is such a horrible place to live. The lower floors are reserved for the poor and people at the bottom of humanity, huh?
I wasn't speaking to you in an arrogant tone. I was just requesting you to give up criticizing my family and altering my words, and how about we attempt to get along when we're about the same age? Personally, I think it would be ideal if our families were able to get friends.
Oh, I don't think that would be a good idea for my future. I'm going to be very successful in the future. I will never become friends with poor people like you and your family. I would not want them to have a bad impact on my family and me. That is the reason why I am attending a luxurious high school where only children from wealthy households may study. And you get out of my life. You should return to your rightful place, find some slum and spend the rest of your life there.
I don't see why you would choose to be so demeaning. Do you really think our social position is determined by the floor we live on? That's specifically what I'm witnessing?
Oh, I'm glad that you finally understand what I'm trying to say. Are you smart, aren't?
If you honestly think that something decides the worth of a human person, I pity you. What a sad existence you must have had.
That is the exact manner in which I'm thinking about you. I feel terrible for you since you have chosen to reside on the second floor of this apartment. Your life must be hell. Stupid girl.
We didn't have any option because all of the other floors were already full. We also didn't care about which floor we ended up living on. We selected this apartment building due of its obtainable location.
Oh, I just recalled that I heard your family had a barbecue party at the field adjacent to this apartment building. Oh, I'm delighted you threw the party while we were away. I hope you weren't too loud or rowdy, since it would badly harm the reputation of the entire apartment building.
We weren't doing anything odd. We had every right to set up a barbecue in that area. Everyone does it all the time. We followed all of the laws and cleaned up after ourselves.
What do you think about hosting at a famous restaurant?
I appreciate the thought. I want you to understand that my family's financial situation or place we will set up a barbecue doesn't define our happiness or worth.
Oh, Selena, don't be so touchy. I was just trying to help. It's clear your family doesn't get many opportunities to dine at upscale restaurants.
I understand your intentions, Martha, but it's not about the restaurant or the type of food we can afford. We value spending time together as a family, regardless of where we have our meals.
Well, with my reputation and connections, I could easily arrange a reservation for you. Imagine how amazed you'd be to experience fine dining for once.
Martha, you seem to be missing the point. It's not about the restaurant or the experience, it's about the people you share it with.
Suit yourself, Selena.
We will still hold the organization we chose, thank Martha. We obeyed all of the rules and cleaned up after ourselves. We didn't cause any issues at all. This residence and the field right next to it are not yours. I'm not required to listen to whatever you say to me.
Actually, you must pay attention to everything I say. My boyfriend resides on the top floor of this apartment building. How can you not see that your impoverished family makes this apartment building appear unappealing? This is a triangle, and you're at the bottom, which means you simply do what the wealthy family tells you to.
Do you seem delusional? I am absolutely no obligation to carry out any of anything at all. I just remembered another thing, so I'm going to let you understand just in case. Actually, we're planning another barbecue acquiring for this weekend. We intend to hold it on the rooftop of this apartment. If you'd like, you and your family are invited to join us. Actually, we'll be holding it in our building. I'm excited about the weekend rooftop barbecue party. I've set everything up, and I think it's going to be a great time.
What did you just say? Selena, I must say I'm quite surprised by your choice of location. The rooftop is not an area where you or your family are allowed to go. Did you even get permission to organize this party? I can't believe you're doing that without asking for permission.
I can't believe you and your family are doing this without asking for permission. I don't remember ever allowing you permission to do this, and therefore why should I? You are not the building's owner.
I can't believe you're going to do this.
Martha, I understand your concerns, but I assure you, I've taken everything into consideration. I have spoken with the building management, and they have granted me permission to use the rooftop for the barbecue party.
You expect me to believe that? How did you manage to convince them? I find it hard to believe that they would allow someone like you to use such a prestigious area.
Martha, it's not about who I am or where I come from. I made a formal request, explaining the purpose of the party and ensuring that we will take full responsibility for any damages or inconveniences caused. They saw the sincerity in my request and granted me the permission.
I really can't believe you're even planning to do this. You must have lied to them. I'm not going to allow you guys permission to have a barbecue on the rooftop area, and I can't believe you and your family are doing it without receiving permission.
However important what you say, we're going to have this barbecue. I also invited you in case you were fascinated. Please do not complain to me about not being invited.
Okay, I also forewarned you about this. I never allowed you to do this. I don't want you to organize a barbecue on the roof. You'll be regretful if you don't listen to what I'm saying.
You think less about it.
Well, I still find it hard to believe, Selena. You're always finding ways to do things your own way without consulting anyone. It's quite audacious of you to organize such an event without seeking proper permission.
Please stay away from making these kinds of threats.
You shouldn't go on the rooftop since it is my favorite space to rest.
That area is an open area for everyone in the flat, and we all have the right to utilize it. I've also invited some of the other families who live in the apartment to the barbecue. Please let me know if you change your mind and wish to join us. Martha, I understand that you may have reservations, but I want you to know that I value the rules and regulations of our living space. I would never put us in a situation where we could get into trouble. The rooftop party is a chance for us and our friends or families live in this building to enjoy a unique experience. Please let me know if your opinion changing and you would like to join us.
I've decided not to let you get carried away with it, and I'm not going to forget about you this time. Fine, Selena. But remember, you're responsible for any consequences that may arise from this little adventure of yours.
Today, everyone in the building attended my party in large numbers, including Martha's lover. People live in this building and feel very happy. Apparently, Martha didn't attend the party because she thought the party was boring. Suddenly, I received a text from Martha.
Selena, what the hell do you think you're doing up there if you're being that loud? What is going on up there? I can hear a commotion from the rooftop. I specifically warned you about this, and yet you didn't listen to me.
Did you forget about our previous conversation? I told you I was going to throw a barbecue here today. We're having a great time up here. I made sure to follow all the rules and guidelines.
You are really loud. How dare you? I can hear you people all the way down from the elevator. Didn't I tell you about this? I told you I wasn't going to let you have the barbecue on the roof. I explicitly told you not to proceed with this rooftop party, but you completely disregarded my warning. The rooftop is my territory, and you have no right to be up there with your low-class friends.
It's not your property at all, and it's open to everyone who lives here.
Don't you dare talk back to me. I don't care about your so-called permission. This is my domain, and I won't tolerate your intrusion. Get your poor friends out of there immediately.
Martha, I understand that you're upset, but you need to realize that I have the right to use the rooftop just like any other tenant. The party is going well, and everyone is enjoying themselves. It's unfair for you to try and kick my friends out simply because you don't approve of them.
Unfair? You don't know the meaning of the word. I have a reputation to uphold, and your presence on the rooftop with your poor friends is tarnishing it. I won't stand for it.
Martha, it's not about your reputation or mine. It's about treating others with respect and inclusivity. My friends are wonderful people, and they deserve to enjoy this space just as much as anyone else. I won't apologize for that.
Because I and my lover dwell on the top level of this apartment building, the rooftop must be essentially mine.
That's not how it works. It makes no difference whether you live on the first or second level. We're almost finished with the grill, so you don't have to worry about us anymore.
Well, don't expect me to tolerate your antics. I can't take it any longer. I will make you regret not listening to my words.
Wait! What? I ignored Martha's messages and focused on cleaning up after the party with everyone. 30 minutes later, I received a text message that the elevator had suddenly stopped working and remembered Martha's text. Martha, are you the one who stopped the elevator?
Huh?
I just wanted to ask if you were the one who stopped all the elevators, trapping everyone upstairs. It's causing a lot of inconvenience for the residents.
Oh, really? I have no idea what you're talking about, Selena. I'm not interested in whatever story you're trying to bring up.
Well, it's quite a serious matter, Martha. The building manager informed me that the security cameras recorded your actions. You can't just brush it off like that.
That's absurd. I have no reason to do such a thing. Besides, even if people are stuck upstairs, it's not my concern. People enjoy partying so much that they won't mind being there a bit longer.
Martha, intentionally causing trouble for others is not something to be taken lightly. It's not fair to inconvenience everyone just because you think they like to party. We need to respect each other's rights and ensure the smooth operation of the building.
Okay, I do it. I'm going to make absolutely that none of you can return to your rooms.
What did you just say?
I touched the elevator's emergency button, and it is no longer operational. You're going to be stuck up there for a while.
So you're saying you purposefully halted the elevator?
Yes, essentially. The only way you'll be able to return is by taking the stairs.
Oh my God, how could you do that? Do you not understand what you've just done is incorrectly?
I also destroyed the door to the stairs. Oh, this is going to be your problem if management finds out.
How could any of this be caused by me? It's obvious that you were the one who did everything. Why did you have to subject us to this?
Whatever, Selena. I'm not going to waste my time arguing with you. I have better things to do than engage in this pointless conversation.
I understand that noise can be frustrating, but deliberately stopping the elevators is not an appropriate response. It affects everyone in the building, not just those causing the noise. There are better ways to address the issue.
The rooftop is meant to be utilized by those who live on the highest floor of this apartment building, such as me. You shouldn't have a barbecue up there. Selena, I've warned you countless times that organizing without permission is not allowed. This mess is entirely your fault.
Martha, your warnings don't justify what you did. Vandalizing the elevators is unacceptable, and I had no choice but to involve the police and the court.
Oh, please, Selena! Calling the authorities won't change a thing. You think you're so noble by offering to pay some elevator fees as alms? That's laughable!
It's not about nobility, Martha. You should also take a look at yourself. You are just a parasite on the person who loves you, not someone who really lives on a high floor. It's about taking responsibility for your actions. Damaging property is a serious offense, and consequences should follow. I'm merely ensuring justice is served.
Well, go ahead with your righteous act, Selena. But remember, it's your choice to involve the police. I won't back down or feel guilty for what I've done. The consequences are yours to bear.
We'll let the authorities decide who is at fault here, Martha. I hope you understand the gravity of your actions and realize that they have consequences beyond just paying fees.
Fine, Selena. If you're going to involve the authorities, then I have no reason to stay here. I'll move in with my lover, and I can't wait to leave this place and be away from a poor person like you. I don't want to breathe the same air as you anymore.
Your decision to leave is entirely up to your actions, Martha. But let me remind you that your actions have consequences. Not only will you be responsible for the damages to the elevator, but you will also be forced to leave as per the manager's decision. Your vandalism has resulted in a ban from returning here.
What? You can't be serious. I'll make sure to tell my lover on the top floor about this injustice. They won't let this go unnoticed.
Feel free to share the story with whomever you please, Martha. The manager's decision is final, and it's in everyone's best interest to maintain a safe and respectful living environment. Actions have consequences, and it's time for you to face them. Martha, I have something important to share with you. My family actually owns the building we're living in. It's our property.
What? Are you kidding me, Selena? Are you cheating on me? There's no way a poor family like yours could own a building like this.
Martha, I understand it may be hard for you to believe, but it's the truth. My family worked hard and invested wisely to acquire this property. It's not about cheating or lying. It's about the reality of our situation.
No, it can't be. You must be making this up to make yourself feel superior. How dare you claim such a thing?
Martha, I'm not trying to belittle or deceive you. I just wanted to be honest about my family's ownership. It's a fact, and I thought it was important for you to know.
I can't accept this. It goes against everything I thought I knew about you and your family. This changes everything between us.
Martha, I understand that this news may be difficult for you to process, but I hope you'll take some time to reflect on your actions and attitude towards me and my family. I believe it's best for both of us if you find another place to live by the end of the week.
I didn't know. I acted without thinking. I'm sorry, Selena. I didn't realize the extent of my words and actions.
It's important to think before we speak or act, Martha. Your constant attempts to belittle my family and your desire to kick me out of our shared space have created an unbearable living situation. Moreover, your destructive act of sabotaging the elevators has exacerbated the situation.
I can't believe I've caused so much trouble. I truly didn't know about your family's ownership or the consequences of my behavior. I'm sincerely sorry, Selena.
Apologies alone are not enough, Martha. Your words and actions have deeply hurt me, and they cannot be easily forgotten. However, I don't want this situation to escalate any further. That's why I mentioned involving my family attorney. They can help us find a fair resolution and ensure that both of our rights and interests are protected.
I understand, Selena. I'll cooperate and work with your family attorney to find a way to make amends for my behavior. I'm truly sorry for everything I've said and done.
Thank you, Martha. I hope we can find a peaceful resolution through the assistance of the attorney. It's important for us to learn from this experience and grow as individuals. Martha paid the full cost of the damage to the elevator, and Martha went to my parents to apologize for her previous actions and bad words. Not long after, I also heard that Martha's lover was a fraud. He rented a room upstairs but lied it was his own, so Martha believed it. Of course, Martha was dumped without saying goodbye, but that cheating lover also moved away without anyone knowing.
Hey, Erica. How are you doing?
I'm good, what's up?
I wanted to talk to you about something important.
Okay, go ahead.
Benedict, who is my BF, proposed to me last month, and we've decided to get married in the next 4 months.
What? That's so soon. Are you in a hurry to get married?
Well, his parents want us to get married soon, and we're both ready for it.
But you're still in your final year of university. Don't you think you should wait a bit and focus on your studies first?
I know, but we've thought about it a lot, and we're ready to take this step. I really want you to be there for me on my big day.
Of course, I'll be there for you. But are you sure you want to do this so soon?
Yes, I am. I love Benedict, and I know he's the one for me. You know, Benedict is a rich boyfriend who can take care of his family. A handsome and kind person who always helps me. So marrying Benedict is a good marital relationship.
Okay, I understand. I'll support you no matter what. I just want you to be happy.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate your support.
It's just that I always imagined your wedding being a big event, and it feels like everything is happening so fast. I can't believe my little sister is getting married.
I know it's sudden, but I promise it will be a beautiful wedding. I want you to be a part of it.
Okay, I'll be there. Have you invited Roger to the wedding yet?
No, I haven't. I'm not sure if I should invite him or not.
Why not? He's your best friend.
Yeah, but he doesn't really approve of my relationship with Benedict. He's always been against it from the beginning.
I see. But don't you think you should talk to him about it? If he's your best friend, you should be able to discuss these things with him.
I don't know. Our relationship has been strained lately because of Benedict. I don't want to cause any more drama.
I understand that, but I still think you should talk to him. And you should definitely invite him to the wedding. He's been an important part of your life, and he deserves to be there on your special day.
Yeah, you're right. I'll think about it. I was actually wondering if you'd like to come with me to try on some wedding dresses next week.
Of course. I would love to come with you. When were you thinking of going?
How about next Wednesday? Would that work for me?
Next Wednesday? That should be fine. I'll make sure to mark it on my calendar.
Great! I can't wait for you to come with me. Oh, and by the way, Benedict's parents are in town next week. I was thinking of inviting them to the get-together that Mom is hosting for us and Benedict's family.
That's a fantastic idea. I'm sure they would love to come. Speaking of the get-together, do you think Roger will be there?
I'm not sure. Why do you ask?
Well, I think it could be an opportunity for us to come to terms with each other after our problems.
That's a good point. I think it's worth a shot. Maybe we can try to talk things out and move past our issues.
Exactly. I'm glad you agree. I think this get-together could be a chance for us to improve our relationship with Roger.
Agreed.
I understand why you value your friendship with Roger so much. He has been a great friend to you and has always been there for you.
Yes, he has. And I really hope that he can see Benedict in a different light. I know he has been skeptical of him in the past, but I believe that he will like him once he gets to know him better.
I hope so too. Benedict seems like a great guy, and I think he's a good match for you. And if Roger can come to terms with him, it will make things easier for everyone.
Exactly. I don't want any tension or drama between Roger and Benedict, or between any of us. I just want everyone to be happy and get along.
Speaking of which, Roger, right? He's really popular in the student community.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, if you're not interested in him romantically, then I'm ready to be his lover.
What? Why would you say something like that? We're just friends, and you can't just decide to be his lover.
I was just kidding, Ariane. But seriously, you can't keep stringing him along like this. You're being selfish.
What are you talking about? I'm not stringing him along. We're just friends.
That's not what it looks like to me. You're always talking to him, always hanging out with him, and it's affecting his relationship with his girlfriend.
I'm not interfering in his relationship with his girlfriend. I didn't even know he had one until you told me.
Well, now you know. And if you're not interested in him romantically, then maybe it's time to let him go and focus on your own life.
It's not that simple, Erica. I can't just turn my feelings off like a switch.
I understand that, Ariane. But you need to be mindful of how your actions affect others. And if you're not going to pursue a relationship with Roger, then maybe it's best to just be friends and nothing more.
Don't be so stupid, Erica. There's no such thing. We are just friends.
Okay, Ariane.
The designer just sent me some new dresses. Will you choose with me, Erica?
Okay, let me help.
On Sunday, my mother prepared a small party to introduce everyone in the family and new member Benedict. The party that ended well was something that I was very happy about. Roger also joined at my mother's invitation.
Hey, Roger. How's it going?
You know I'm trying to finish my studies early. But what's the matter?
You know, Benedict and I are getting married soon and I want you to attend our wedding.
Ariane, why do you keep choosing Benedict? He and his family are no good.
Why do you say that I won't be happy if I marry Benedict?
It's just that your families are so different, and that can cause problems in the future.
I know that, but Benedict and I are willing to work through those differences.
I understand that, but it's not just about the two of you. Your families will also have to get along, and that might be difficult.
I know it won't be easy, but I'm willing to try.
I just don't want to see you get hurt, Ariane. You're my best friend, and I care about you.
I appreciate your concern, Roger, but I love Benedict and I want to spend the rest of my life with him.
Ariane, I know Benedict's family very well. They often treat people badly if they think those people are not as good as they are.
But you can't judge the whole family based on rumors and hearsay. You have to give them a chance.
I've tried many times. Benedict's mom has been mean to me several times, and Benedict has not always been a good friend.
I understand that you've had bad experiences with them, but I haven't. I think it's important to judge people based on your own experiences with them, not just what you've heard from others.
I see your point, but I just can't shake the feeling that there's something off about them. I don't want to see you get hurt, Ariane.
Come on, Roger. Let's stop this, Roger. You've said it many times and I'm tired of hearing it. I'm an adult and I can make my own decisions. I think Benedict and I are good for each other.
So, what was the attitude of the Benedict family when they were at the party?
I don't know why you keep bringing up the Benedict family. We were talking about my wedding.
I know, but I just wanted to know. You said they were fine at the party, but I find that hard to believe.
I heard the Benedicts didn't touch any of the dishes on the table. Benedict's mother was very cold and unpleasant.
What are you talking about? They loved the party, they complimented the food and the decorations.
Are you sure about that? I heard otherwise.
Yes, I'm sure. Benedict's mother was feeling tired, that's all.
And they were all very grateful for us organizing the party.
Well, maybe they were just pretending to be nice.
Why would they do that? You're being paranoid. The party was a success, and everyone had a good time.
I witnessed Benedict's mother refusing to touch any of the dishes at the party. She told Benedict that they were dirty and unclean. Did you notice that too, Ariane?
Yes, I did. But I don't think it was meant as an insult. Benedict's mother is a fan of cleanliness, that's why she said that.
But the dishes were prepared and decorated by your mother and sister, Ariane. Don't you think this is too much? Clearly, this is the effort of your mother and Erica. They would feel very hurt if they heard such words from Benedict's mother.
Well, yes, it did. But I didn't want to cause a scene or make things awkward.
I thought you were very proud of your mother, and that's why you tried so hard to get a scholarship for your family who didn't have the money? Would you agree to marry into a family that always looks down on the poverty of their own family? Looking at this, do you really intend to marry into a family like that? How will their family look down on you?
Roger, you're overreacting. The Benedict family is fine, and I haven't had any problems with them at all.
But don't you think it's weird that they're always putting on a show and trying to impress people?
No, I don't. They're just proud of their accomplishments, and they want to share that with others. What's wrong with that?
I don't know, it just seems fake to me. And I think you should be careful about getting too close to them.
I appreciate your concern, Roger, but I know what I'm doing. Benedict and his family are my friends, and I trust them completely.
Okay, fine.
Roger. I'll try to speak up more in the future. Can you come to my wedding in 4 months as my best friend, Roger?
I'm sorry to hear that I won't be able to attend your wedding. I have to participate in the upcoming school program, and it will be a tight schedule.
I hope you can come, but I understand if you can't.
Yeah, I really wish I could, but my schedule is just too packed.
Well, can you at least stop by and take a picture with me before the wedding day?
I'm sorry, Ariane, but I don't think I can. I'll be swamped with work.
I understand. I didn't expect things to become so tense.
I know, and I'm sorry about that. I hope you have a wonderful wedding day and a happy marriage.
Thanks, Roger. I appreciate it.
Both end in silence, and I couldn't help but feel a little disappointed. The wedding took place very quickly with the full participation of friends and relatives from both families. I was satisfied with the wedding dress and the new ring. However, when it came to the ring exchange ceremony, Roger appeared with someone who looked exactly like me. Benedict was very surprised and became angry. Benedict's mother became furious, accusing me of deceiving her son and causing Benedict to be bewildered in front of everyone.
Roger, are you crazy?
Hey, what's wrong? Why are you so mad?
What did you do with my wedding, Roger? Who is that child, and why did you bring her to my wedding?
Whoa, calm down, Ariane. That child is my niece, and I had no idea she looked so much like you. I just brought her along because she wanted to attend a wedding.
You couldn't attend my wedding, Roger. You said that you can't attend. Why did you show up here and make everything's mess?
I finished my work in school and decided to stop by. I didn't expect that it would cause such a problem.
And why did that child call me the mom in front of everyone?
I'm sorry about that. She must have thought you were her mom because she looks up to you.
This is just ridiculous, Roger. You should have told me beforehand. Now Benedict's family thinks I'm lying to them.
I know, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Ariane, slow down please. What happened exactly?
The Benedict family wanted to annul the marriage because a child showed up at the wedding, calling me their mother. They accused me of lying to Benedict and demanded an explanation.
That's terrible. Did you explain everything to them?
Yes, but they wouldn't listen. Since the wedding, Benedict hasn't replied to any of my messages, and he even blocked me.
I'm sorry to hear that. I had no idea this would happen.
Why did you bring that child to the wedding, Roger? You knew it would cause trouble. Do you have to plan to ruin my whole wedding so you brought your niece, right?
That child is my niece. I had to take care of her, and she does look a lot like you. I had no idea it would cause such a mess.
Well, it did. And now my marriage is falling apart.
Look, I'm really sorry, Ariane. Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know, Roger. I just feel so alone and betrayed right now. I thought Benedict loved me, but now I don't know what to believe anymore.
Let's talk more about this. Maybe we can find a way to fix things. Ariane, I'm so sorry to hear about what happened. It's not fair that Benedict's family treated you that way.
I can't believe they sent the housekeeper to take back my wedding ring and dress. And now Benedict's mother doesn't want me to bother them anymore.
That's just awful. I feel terrible for what you're going through. I'm so sorry, Ariane.
It's too late for apologies, Roger. I appreciate your support, but I've decided to move on without Benedict.
I understand, Ariane. But please don't give up on our friendship. I know I made a mistake by bringing my niece to the wedding and causing all of this trouble. I'll do whatever it takes to make it up to you.
I don't think I can forgive you this time, Roger. It's not just about the wedding, it's about the way you've been acting lately. I need some space from our friendship.
I see. Well, I'll respect your decision, Ariane. But please know that I'm here for you if you ever need me.
A month later, I also temporarily forgot about that story and continued to study to become a doctor.
Hey, Ariane. Did you hear that Benedict got married last week?
What? That was fast. Who did he marry?
He married his close female friend.
Oh, I see. I guess he had someone in mind already. It turns out that I was the one who suffered, but Benedict didn't. He had a replacement option right away. Anyway, I've decided not to dwell on Benedict anymore and focus on my studies.
That's a great attitude, Ariane. I hope you can continue on your path and achieve your goals.
Thank you, Erica.
Are you still friends with Roger after that incident with Benedict's family?
I don't know, Erica. It's been difficult for me to trust anyone after what happened.
I understand, but I always thought Roger was a good friend. He stood by your side when things got tough.
I know, but it's hard to forget what happened. It's not just about Benedict's family, it's about Roger not telling me the truth.
Speaking of Roger, I tried talking to him the other day. I asked if he was still friends with you, but he said no.
Really? Why did he say that?
He said he had loved someone for a long time and couldn't love anyone else.
I see. Well, I hope he finds what he's looking for.
Yeah, me too. But for now, I think it's best for you to focus on your studies and move on from the past.
Yeah.
You're right. I need to put this behind me and focus on my future.
I'm here for you, sis.
Thanks, Erica. I'll keep that in mind.
1 year after graduation, I returned to my old school and met Roger. We cleared up all the misunderstandings and decided to get to know each other. Currently, I feel satisfied with my life having a family and Roger by my side.